Come with me on my trip to Athens, Greece. I think you're gonna love it. Right now, I am at the Acropolis and the Temple of Athena, which happens to be my favorite. It was quite a walk to get up here, but totally worth it. Join me on this vlog.
I'm going to squeeze it. I don't want the water because my yogurt, feta yogurt, will become watery.
Watery.
We are going to use now cow's milk yogurt that is really, really thick.
Okay.
And we don't want to water it. So either like that, we squeeze it, or in a strainer with a pinch of salt to let it drain. But we need an hour to wait. So I always do it like that.
Okay.
That water, we don't waste it. This is nice.
Sounds delicious.
Vodka,
yeah, I was about to
tequila,
say. Really good to drink.
or with ice, or a refreshing lotion for our face. The best refreshing lotion for our face. Garlic. Do you like garlic?
Yes, love garlic.
George peeled 2 big ones.
Good job. Thank you, George.
So add as much garlic, but don't overdo it.
Right.
You want some garlic. And I'm going to add some salt to my cucumber. Not a lot, just a pinch of salt to add more flavor. A pinch of black pepper. It could be a white pepper, or you can skip it, it's up to you. I'm going to add a splash of extra virgin olive oil. A Greek splash.
I love that.
I'm going to add a splash of red wine vinegar.
A Greek splash?
No, a splash. It could be white wine vinegar. It could be lemon juice, or without it. But I love the kick that vinegar gives to tzatziki. And of course,
Yogurt.
I've got
Greek yogurt.
10% full fat yogurt. Look how thick is our yogurt.
Yeah, that's nice.
And now the only thing that I need to do to mix it, to make sure that everything will bind. And I'm going to serve it.
Smells amazing.
On that dry bread.
Nice.
A really popular bread for us. Something that the French took the Greek recipe and they made the croutons.
Ah!
So that recipe, 3,000 years ago, a Greek cook, he wanted to make something that lasts more than just a loaf of bread. So he had sourdough bread in the oven at the lowest temperature for 4 hours. He took it out in 4 hours, but he saw that the bread wasn't that dry, so he sliced it like that and he had it back in the oven. 4 more hours at the lowest temperature, and this is something that we have it in our house 3 to 4 months as bread. A snack with a piece of cheese, or to have a sauce like I will do with my tzatziki over here.
Wonderful. Oh, it smells so good too. It smells really good.
Here we go. George is going to serve you. And I'm going to bring more tzatziki over there. They're going to bring us bread so you can spread it.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Fresh made tzatziki. Lemonade, red wine. Thank you. So, I'm gonna try to see if I can walk down. Alright, let's turn it around so you can walk with me a little. Let's see, so I've noticed that some of the stores are closed on Sundays. And my tour guide was explaining that some of them are like closed, but it's like more intentional than I thought, but like totally closed during certain times of the day so that everybody can kind of have like a better work-life balance, which is kind of cool. Hello!
Hi.
By the way, what do you think of my pants? They look familiar?
Oh, nice.
I bought my pants here yesterday. They are pretty fun colored. You see that? There you go. So, yeah, hence me joking around with the shop guy. I want like a cute pouch. I liked this guy's stuff, so I was wondering if I could find something kind of cute. but big enough that I could hold some of my stuff. When I say some of my stuff, I'm thinking about my camera. So like this gimbal camera that I'm using, which if you haven't seen my video on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, you should go check it out. But yeah, I was trying to see if maybe there was anything that I liked. But I think maybe I don't have anything that I can use this time. Take care.
Bye.
So yeah, if you're around, come to Anastasia. Can you see that? Let me turn off this. See the shop name? Anastasia. I find him very pleasant. He has a smile on his face. He's just easy to talk to. So yeah, there's a recommendation for you. He's maybe like 1 street away from Acropolis. So that's pretty cool too. You'll likely be in the area. So something kind of fun that I learned from my tour guide today. So you look at that and you go, oh my gosh, look at that beautiful orange tree. You see that? Look at all those oranges. See that? But what he taught me, apparently they're very sour, which is why there's so much still left on the tree. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's like, oh yeah, you know, when you first move to Athens, you're like, oh yeah, look at all these free oranges. And he said every once in a while he'll see like, you know, the tourists going, oh yeah, free oranges. But the problem is those free oranges, well, they're free for a reason. So I thought that was kind of a cute little antidote / story that he shared. So alright, so now I'm going to turn you around and let's walk back out. So you can see that optic shop. Oh my god. So we are pretty much at my hotel. Let's cross really quickly. Wasn't really sure if I could cross or I couldn't cross, so I went with it. Alright. And let's walk down. This pasta shop seems to be super popular. I'm gonna try it before I leave. And this place is awesome. They're so polite. I really liked it there. And then we got my hotel. So here you go. And the reason I wanted you on camera is to check that out. So I almost fell down at once because it's so like, it's like cool, but like weird. And I feel so weird walking on it. But it's see-through. It's like glass and see-through, which is really cool. It's the hotel, and look at the really cool view. It's like a really nice skylight situation going on. They have a really good breakfast here. And I just kind of like the setup. Check out the waterfalls. Isn't that cool? I think that's pretty cool. I'll head back to my room, but I think that's pretty cool. Onto the elevator we go. The elevator is pretty awesome too. You can see me there. In yellow-ish, bronzish light. What I do like is it's like, it looks like they put like chemical symbols or something on the back. I'm not sure if you can see that. That's kind of cool. Check that out. Alright, out of the elevator. And yeah, pretty cool. See you guys later. I am in Greece and I'm right by the Acropolis metro stop. And I just got myself some dinner. Dinner is going to be Sprites. And I Google Maps, a really cool place. And they've got this pork. You see that? Got this pork gyro. So hopefully it's good. They had some pretty good ratings. I think 4.4 out of 5 stars, which I thought was pretty good, considering they had like 3,000 reviews. Oh, that's kind of cool. They add fries in there. Can you see that? There's like fries. I don't know. So today I did a walking tour, and it's one of those photo tours. The plan was to walk around and a photographer gives you a tour while giving you tips on how to make your cell phone camera photos better. And it was going great. And then I learned that Athens is a hilly city. It's weird because it's not constant hills. Like you get like hills and then you get like periods of like, you know, flatness. Like right here, nothing going on. Nothing going on. Completely flat. So because it's flat, you kind of get lulled into the thought that it's all flat, but it's not. He was trying to allow me to go take some cool photos with my cell phone of the Acropolis, but I became so winded. So the headline there is apparently I'm getting old. I've done some hilly stuff in Portugal, for example, like Lisbon, but this is next level. I did one of them and I had to stop for a bit. But the tour guide was awesome. He kind of, I guess he knew that it was a high hill, so he went ahead and bought some water before we started climbing. But all in all, I was completely like out of my comfort zone, which is good, but it's bad when you're like completely winded and like having to like break for like probably a good like 5-10 minutes. I just had to sit down. So that could have been better. You live, you learn. It was still an awesome tour, and I'd recommend it. And I went on to Airbnb experiences, and I gave him a 5-star rating because I thought he was awesome. He even offered that if I wanted to be able to take really cool rooftop nighttime Acropolis photos, he could like take me up to the rooftop of one of the Athens backpacker groups that he's a part of. But normally I decline stuff like that. I kind of think it's disrespectful. I feel like when you're solo traveling, it's not safe, you know? Nighttime, random guy outside of the Airbnb tracking just feels kind of, I thought it was kind of him to offer. I really like the Greek people. They're very polite. I've never had a pork gyro, but I like it. I see why he's rated so well. This is delish. So in America, your gyro comes with fries on the side instead of the fries being inside. It's awesome to have them inside. I don't know if anybody's ever tried that, but it's kind of like if you put potato chips on like a sandwich, like a regular like turkey sandwich, ham sandwich, whatever. If you try out putting some potato chips on top of that, you'll probably find that it's really delicious. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Oh yeah, I should have said the place that I got the food from is right behind me. Unfortunately, I don't know how to pronounce the name. My Greek is non-existent. I've tried, but I don't think I'm doing very well. The only thing I think I have pretty much down is in America we're so used to saying Acropolis, but I hear people around here saying Acropoli. I don't know if that is a substitute word for the Acropolis or if it is a word for like the city. No idea, no clue, but I've noticed that a lot, so it's kind of interesting. It's just so good. Something kind of interesting too is, so we have like Uber Eats, for example. Oh, by the way, they have Uber here, which is like phenomenal and awesome in so many ways. But they have something called Volt. So not like Volt with a V, but like Volt, which is also really cool. And it seems to be like their Uber Eats. I may try to like download the app and order it to my hotel just to try it out. So we'll see. That was the last little potato. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I think you can. So I've noticed you may be sitting down at a table and somebody will walk over and say something like, oh, the sun's on that other table. Can I sit next to you? I've had that happen. It happened to me yesterday. I thought that was so cool. It's weird how like simple things make you like super happy, but it's like the togetherness compared to the USA, right? Humans being like good to each other and kind and polite. And I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, there's another thing. So pretty much everybody speaks like really, really great English. It's very typical Mediterranean almost, I would say. But yeah, everybody speaks really great English. Their musical taste is just like ours. So it's like pop music and all the stuff that you hear on the USA radio stations, which I find really cool. And then there's like a mix-in of a few other things. A little westernized in a way, but I like it. It's not like in a bad way. It still feels authentic. So that's really good too. I'm all done. So it's time to walk away. So yeah, so we're back. So now I'm gonna walk back to my hotel, but I think what I'll do is I may turn around so you can kind of see. So down there is my hotel, And I don't know if you can see that. You may not be able to. Light brown building. I don't know if you can see it, but that's my hotel. So we're just gonna walk back. So on this side, behind me, that is the Acropolis Museum. Turn back on.
Each photo or video is €5.
That was funny. He said each photo is €5 or video is €5. So that was cool. But that's a good way to describe. That's a good characterization of the Greek people so far. They seem to be really, really funny to talk to. Good sense of humor, I would say. I'm gonna flip the camera so you can kind of see down some of the side streets. Oh, there you go. That's a really good shot. The museum. And there's a lot of like really cool like street shops and people selling like cool stuff. Like look at this, for example. How cool is that? Pretty cool. I'm a sucker for like hats, accessories, scarves. Kind of a weird thing to be into, but I am. I don't know why. I'm going to walk down the street because there's a store that I find pretty cool that you guys may enjoy too. The Acropolis Museum from a different angle. So you're probably not used to seeing it this way, which is kind of cool. And then if you turn to the other side of the street, you'll see there's like some really cool like stores and stuff like that. So we are going to make the descent from the Acropolis, which is right behind me. You'll see it's currently under construction, which is a bit of a bummer, but what are you gonna do, right? There's nothing we can do about that. We just have to go with it, I guess, right? So I'll scroll that up a little bit and you'll see it's beautiful, but it is currently under construction, which is kind of sucky. So that part's a little bit of a bummer, but I think it's okay enough. So the next thing is we're going to make the descent down. So let's do that just so you can see how steep is it. It's pretty steep if I'm being honest. So let's do that. So as you go, you kind of have to watch your step because there's a lot of like random things on the ground. Can you see that like that? So yeah, if you have anybody with mobility issues, this is definitely going to be a bit of work for them, but it's okay. Looking. Structure right here. Not sure what this one is, but I'll share when I get to the bottom.
Been there for years and years.
You got handrails. You should be making sure that you're using them because you're gonna need them, and soon you won't have them, which is kind of frustrating on the walk down. Here's something kind of cool.